Hello, how's it going, boys? What's up? This is gonna be I guess it's a very quick guide for like Xeno events or whatever for all the new boys and whatnot. So, first and foremost, the most important thing to get is obviously the weapons. So this applies to every single Xeno events out there. If you want to, you're wondering like what you should be grabbing and whatnot, like from the shop, or like things to farm whatnot, you should always grab the weapons first. The weapons are the most important one. So for example, like if you go to all these weapons here, the important ones in terms of like all specific weapons, I would definitely say each of them are actually all really good. But like the one that is not so great, I would say like maybe at most like the Earth Harp is kind of like, it's okay, but it's not really as good as some of the others. Same goes for this, like the spear is good, but the fist is kind of like you know. This one is like you want the sword, the gun is kind of like as well, but it's still nice to have. And then for this, the spear is also good, the katana is also kind of like good, but at the same time It really just depends on like some specific ones, but honestly, if you can, you definitely want to grab all the weapons if possible. You just need at least one of them, and then you fully upgrade them to ULB. So in other words, you can get them to 5 stars. That's what you want. And in terms of AX, usually what you try to aim for every single Xeno weapons out there is usually 3 stamina. So like this one here that I just got. Yeah, you just want this one. A lot of like the Xeno weapons can do very well with just having stamina. The first skill, I don't think it really matters. If you actually get stamina 3 on a weapon already, is like a huge win. So if you get any form of stamina, really, if you get +1, +2 even, it's also kind of really good. The first skill is like, you can technically only get like was it defense and HP or something? I don't really remember that one, but like yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. You just want the stamina mod in them. That's really all to it. As for the summons, I usually would say that it's still nice for a new player, you know, because it actually does give you something out of it. But if you ask me, right, if you're still in the relatively low level phase, if you're still super new and stuff, and you're very low level and not having like good grids or whatever, getting these weapons is already a huge ordeal for you, right? And then you're trying to get the summon on top of that. Yeah, I don't think you're able to do that. So I usually would not suggest like a new player to go that far to even get the summon. Summon is just is like a nice icing on top. Like even at this point for me, I don't even have this. There's really no reason for you to even use them in part of like endgame shit anyway, because see, I don't I don't have it here. It's nowhere to be seen. There's no need for you to use them, because honestly, if you need like some form of like stat sticks even, right, for summons, you're better off sticking to like using like your Magna, and you fully upgrade your Magna summons. Just use them and just put them in your sub auras or whatever. You know? Like you just put them in like just put them in here and you should be fine. Because you still get quite a bit of stats out of them anyway. So like if I switch to this, right? You can see you still get quite a bit out of it. I just need to filter to Omega series so you can see it a lot easier. See? They're not that bad. You still get like 2300-ish or so. Okay, this one's not upgraded, so don't look at this. So you still get something out of this, right? If you really need a stat stick, just use this. Because end of the day, if you're a new player, you're better off just using Magna or whatever other summons that you have, like you maxed out via dupes or some shit. Or if you somehow already have like Babu, then just max that out, right? Or Yatima, whichever. It's better off you just use that. You don't really need the summons at all for this ones, for any Xeno summon. So prioritize on getting the weapons, yes, And in terms of like what missions you should be doing, honestly, I do think that the raids are better for a lot of people when it comes to just farming the said weapons, because if I recall correctly, you can get at least like a minimum, at least 2 weapon drops in the raid. Because last I recall, you can get one from the host chest. You can also get another one from like the I'm not sure, is it the gold chest or the raid MVP chest or whatever. So you can get extra weapons from the raids, and not to mention if you're also on the weaker side, it's technically better for you to do that anyway, because you know you're not gonna be able to solo them efficiently anyway, because it's not like you can do what I'm doing. Time to flex real quick, right? Oh, I actually chose the wrong character, so never mind. The other reason is that you want to do this just because that there's a lot of people actually doing it, and it doesn't stay up like that long either, because they die relatively fast too, from what I noticed in pubs as well. So it's actually much more ideal for you to just join if you're still relatively on the weaker side. Yeah, you can just leech, and I think you can still get it regardless, so it doesn't really matter too much. But if you're still on the stronger side, and like maybe like this one is somehow on the slower ones, maybe try the MVP if possible, or second vice MVP. Maybe you can get a red chest out of it to get another chance to get the weapon. And if you also didn't know, you can only get AX skills like the one that I shown here. This AX skills only drops when you get the weapon from a drop. If you're getting a weapon from here, the exchanges, they do not give you AX weapon skills at all. That's a little disclaimer for those boys out there. And for those who didn't know, Maniacs in Xeno showdowns, Maniacs and Nightmares, right, have a chance, a very small chance, for you to get gold bars, if you didn't know that. Very, very small, tiny chance though. You can get it, but if you do get it, you're probably like a massive, massive luck shitter. Because the percentage of that is really, really low, like 0.0 something or some shit. It's very fucking low. But either way, I do really suggest you to at least get your daily Maniacs done at most. Get your daily Maniacs done, and then just go mash your raids and whatnot. If you think that you want to do like farming extremes is actually better for you, I wouldn't really say so, because I would still think it's somewhat slower compared to the raids either way. Because from what I remember, you can only get one weapon drop from the EX. I might be wrong on that one, so don't just take my words with a grain of salt. But yeah, and I don't think a lot of people can, like, especially if you're on the newer side, right? It's not like you can like, you know, do shit like what I'm doing right now, right? It's not like you can zoom and zoom. Oh no, it froze. And then zoom and see, I didn't even do anything and it's dead. So yeah, I don't think a lot of new players can do that. So I really don't suggest you to do the extreme mashing. The most you want to do, at least for the extremes, right, is just so you can get enough materials for your nightmares. Because this whatever the final material here is the one that you get from nightmares. And then this one, this animas here, are the ones you get from the raids only. I mean, it kind of shows you there, but yeah. So, just wanna point that out. Yeah. And the rest of these, you can technically get all of them just from doing the extreme anyway. So, yeah, by the time you clear some of this, yeah, because you need to do like 20 times and shit. So it does take quite a while for you to complete them, and you probably will get quite a bit of materials of that already anyway. So yeah, end of the day, TLDR, if you want just weapon drops from this, if you want material drops, like to get all these mats, focus on the single player quests, and yeah, that's it. Till then, I guess that's it. I'm just gonna leave you guys at that. I wish you guys the best of luck in farming your Xeno stuff, your AX skills, and all that good stuff. As for the other miscellaneous stuff in the shop, I don't think you really need to pay much attention to it. It's like, yeah, katana like all these weapon stones, the quartz and the halos are kind of cool, but it's not really too important to have them. These ones are the ones that you only go after once you're done farming the weapons and whatnot. Okay? So just keep that in mind, and I will see you guys whenever I decide to put a new video. Yeah, okay.